Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that affects all of us, every single day, the invisible war happening inside our bodies. We're talking about pathogens and the incredible superhero team that protects us, our immune system. So how do these tiny invaders actually get in, and how does our body fight back? Let's find out. First up, what exactly is a pathogen? Think of them as tiny troublemakers. They can be viruses, bacteria, fungi, or parasites. Their main goal is to find a nice, cozy place to live and multiply, and unfortunately, our bodies are prime real estate, but they have to get in first, right? One of the most common ways they spread is through the air. When someone who's sick coughs, sneezes, or even just talks, they release tiny droplets filled with pathogens. If you're nearby, you can breathe these in. It's like walking through an invisible cloud of germs. This is why you always hear "cover your cough and sneeze." It's not just polite. It's a public health announcement. These are called airborne or droplet transmissions. Another major highway for germs is direct and indirect contact. A direct handshake with someone who has a cold and then touching your face. You've just given those germs a free ride. Indirect contact is even sneakier. A pathogen can land on a surface, like a doorknob, a phone screen, or a tabletop. It just sits there, waiting. Then you come along, touch that surface, and later touch your eyes, nose, or mouth. Boom, the invader has found a way in. This is why washing your hands frequently with soap and water is one of the most effective things you can do to stay healthy. It literally washes those would-be invaders down the drain. Then there's the issue of contaminated food and water. Some nasty bacteria, like Salmonella or E. coli, love to hang out in undercooked food or unpurified water. When you consume them, they set up shop in your digestive system, leading to some very unpleasant food poisoning. It is a good reminder to always cook your food thoroughly and be mindful of where your water comes from, especially when you're traveling. And finally, some pathogens use a middleman. Think of mosquitoes carrying malaria or ticks carrying Lyme disease. These creatures are called vectors. They pick up a pathogen from one infected host and then deliver it to another through a bite. It's like a tiny, unwanted delivery service. Okay, so a pathogen has breached the gates. What happens next? Does our body just surrender? Absolutely not. This is where our amazing immune system springs into action. It's a complex, multi-layered defense network that works 24/7 to protect you. The first line of defense is your physical barriers. Your skin is the most obvious one. It's a tough, waterproof shield that most pathogens can't get through. But what about your eyes, nose, and mouth? These are protected by mucus, saliva, and tears, which not only create a sticky trap but also contain special enzymes that can break down and destroy invaders before they even get a proper foothold. Think of these as the moats and high walls of your body's castle. But what if a pathogen gets past these outer walls? Let's say you get a cut on your finger. The barrier is broken. This triggers the second line of defense, known as the innate immune system. It's your body's rapid response team. Special white blood cells, like neutrophils and macrophages, rush to the site of the breach. Macrophages are like the big eaters of the immune system. They literally gobble up and digest the invading pathogens. This process is called phagocytosis. You've seen this in action before. The redness, swelling, and warmth you feel around a cut. That's called inflammation, and it's a sign that your innate immune system is hard at work, delivering troops and supplies to the battlefield. Now, this innate response is fast and furious, but it's not very specific. It attacks any foreign-looking thing it finds. For a more targeted and powerful strike, we need the third line of defense, the adaptive immune system. This is the special forces unit of your body. It's incredibly precise and has a long-term memory. When the innate system is fighting, it sends signals to the adaptive system. This activates two key types of white blood cells, T cells and B cells. Think of them as the generals and the weapons factories. Helper T cells are the coordinators. They identify the specific type of pathogen and give orders. They can activate killer T cells, which are trained assassins that seek out and destroy your own body cells that have been infected by a virus, preventing the virus from multiplying. At the same time, helper T cells also activate the B cells. When a B cell is activated, it transforms into a plasma cell and starts mass-producing incredible proteins called antibodies. Antibodies are like heat-seeking missiles. They are custom-made to lock onto one specific type of pathogen. They swarm the invaders, either neutralizing them directly or flagging them for destruction by those big eater macrophage cells. It's a beautifully coordinated attack, but here's the most amazing part of the adaptive immune system: memory. After the battle is won and the infection is cleared, some of the specialized T cells and B cells stick around as memory cells. They remember that specific pathogen. If that same germ ever tries to invade your body again, your immune system doesn't have to start from scratch. These memory cells immediately recognize the enemy and launch a massive, rapid-fire counterattack, often wiping out the pathogen before you even feel a single symptom. This is why you usually only get diseases like chickenpox once, and it's the exact principle behind how vaccines work. Vaccines introduce a safe, harmless piece of a pathogen to your immune system, allowing it to build up those memory cells without you ever having to get sick. It's like giving your army the enemy's battle plans in advance. So, to recap, pathogens try to get in through the air by touch in our food or via vectors like insects. Our body fights back first with physical barriers like skin. If that fails, the fast-acting innate immune system causes inflammation and sends in cells to eat the invaders. And for the finishing blow, the highly specific adaptive immune system creates custom-made T cells and antibodies to destroy the threat and, crucially, remembers it for the future. It's an epic battle that happens constantly, without us even noticing. So next time you're feeling healthy, take a moment to thank your incredible immune system for all its hard work. And you can help it out by washing your hands, eating well, and getting enough sleep. I hope this has helped you understand a little more about the amazing biology happening inside you. It's truly fascinating stuff. What part of the immune system do you find most interesting? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching today. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next deep dive. Stay curious, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.